So it says, when you get a chance, listen to this song. You should include it in your library. It's guaranteed to pack the dance floor.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Like, I guarantee it. Guarantee. Song name, Connected, Stereo MCs.
Welcome back to episode 6 of the Residential Remix Podcast. I'm Dennis Stryker.
Derek Infiesta.
And we are at Casa de Infiesta, which, not to trump it up, sounds like an absolutely great Mexican restaurant.
Casa de Infiesta. I just got a shirt that says Viva la Fiesta.
See?
Every time I see a shirt with Fiesta on it, if people see them, just send them to us because I like to wear them.
It looks great. I mean, we put in some decorations. We got pipe and drape behind us.
We're getting ready for our yearly Halloween party.
This might be the best it's ever looked.
This is fun. It's been a lot of work. So I'm day 3 of decorating, and between going to Horror Nights this weekend, we took a little bit of break. But man, Horror Nights, what a
damn good time.
What a great time.
At its finest.
Binge drinking at its finest.
Oh,
so this year we decided to dress up as fools in all neon. I know you guys have seen some of the photos. We'll post some in the podcast.
Oh, absolutely.
Just to show it. But it's been Neon Fest. The girls did a great job in their neon outfits. We had onesies. If you guys never worn a onesie, it's so comfortable. It was amazing. Zipper down the middle, going to the bathroom with pockets.
That is great.
No, it needed a rear pocket for a phone, though.
I agree. It did. And the weather was, I would say, it was the best it's been in a long time.
Man, I hate to say the benefit of the hurricane was the sucking the humidity out of the air. But, man, let me tell you, it was the coolest night. Everything was comfortable. I don't think we broke a sweat. And the lines were, all right, I will tell you, the lines were insane on a Sunday.
A couple of the houses, a couple of them we cruised right through. We finished our drink, we walked in, we were done.
With the speed pass. If you show up with no speed pass and you don't know anybody at Universal, I highly suggest just spending the money. And it's expensive. So I think we talked about this last time. Yeah. 10 years ago, I found a receipt for Letty and I, and it was $230 or something like that. The receipt was. It was $660 for $666.66 to be exact.
Get through the gate.
The gate with a fast pass. The longest wait time we had was about 30 minutes in the express line, which was okay for a break. Some of them we came right in, and it was 5-10 minutes.
Quick.
Yeah. It was quick.
Yeah.
It was quick. But for the most part, it was 120 on Insidious, I think it was.
Looking at every single time.
70, 80, 90s.
I saw 40 on one of them.
Was that towards the end of the night, or is that when we got there?
First got there.
So we traditionally everyone just goes straight.
Yeah.
All the big name houses are to the left, right next to Rocket Roller Coaster. Yep. We hit the hard right and went through the back way. And which puts us usually where E.T. is at, right? Where E.T. and The Simpsons. So so if you haven't been this year, not to give you any spoilers, but there's no haunted houses to the right-hand side anymore. So where there used to be 2 houses near Barney and E.T. over in that corner, there are no houses there.
Nothing.
So the houses start at The Simpsons. So if you plan your attack and you want to get into the park, you want to get through things, you have to kind of like either shoot straight down the middle, or you go around like we did, but the first house is in The Simpsons. But you pass 2 drinking areas.
There was a scare zone, right. There was a scare zone as you walk through Hollywood before you get to Mel's Diner. That one was pretty cool. I'm not sure what the theme was. They were kind of like alien, weird, like, I don't even know. There was some kind of extraterrestrial things. That was pretty cool. Got through that section. There was another small one as you passed that little, whatever, the Buena Vista hotel thing.
Yep.
And because of the change of what used to be Barney and Woody Woodpecker and all that, now being Shrek and Trolls, there was nothing back there.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because of the way the remodel or how the new rides are, whatever they have in there, but there was no access. There was just nothing there. It's just completely crossed out. I think the bathroom was open. It was like probably the fastest bathroom. So your plan of attack, we started to the right where general public went. I saw the majority of everyone going straight, going right to the bigger houses. We started in the back, which wasn't a terrible thing. We got through those houses pretty quick. We did 4 houses in under, an hour or 2? We just kind of crushed it, took our bathroom breaks, went to the bar a couple times. What was your favorite house?
Mummy Strippers Unwrapped.
Yes, man. I forget what exactly it was. It was
something. The Slaughter Cinema.
Slaughter Cinema. If you had Slaughter Cinema, when you get there, it's the one that's playing a projector screen. And then when it said 18 plus recommended, and I was like, so you walked in, and the house had movie posters, and every movie poster you'd walk through that area, and it was what the movie poster said it was going to be, right? So then you get to this part, and there were like Mummy something Unwrapped lounge, stripper lounge or something lounge, XX lounge. I was like, you walked in, sure enough, it was a stripper pool. It was a girl in a stripper out and like literally like just
it was sexy.
It was sexy.
Outfit.
It was a sexy money outfit. Like you would go into a party or something and a couple of like dead people sitting there stage side and a bunch of money on the floor. I was like, damn, it's a straight up stripper pool.
I'm here for a party.
I'm here for a party. I walked in going, who, Gucci down to the sun.
That was, I mean, and I was really caught off guard because we just, as we were waiting to get into the house, they were playing the projector and they had that scene, Mummy Strippers Unwrapped, and we all kind of heard it, but didn't know that we were going to see it as we walked through the house. So then when we got through and you open up the curtains and you get into the room and you see the mirrors and the pole, I was like, oh my God, they did it.
They did it. And it was awesome. And it was a solid house because it was a lot of different stuff. It wasn't just like a single theme, which I enjoyed. Insidious wasn't the hype it was. Man.
Talk about a letdown.
Talk about so we walked in. The girls tried to get away. They're like, oh, we're going to go see Chan. We're going to go to the Irish pub. You know, we know one of the girls who works there, and they were running over in that area. And we were like, wait a minute. Where are you guys going? We're going to go back over here. And I'm like, no, you're going in. They were like panicking. They were having a panic attack.
They thought it was going to be terrifying.
Because they said people were walking out of this thing, throwing up, petrified, like didn't know what to do with themselves after they left this haunted house. And we walked in, and I was like, dang, Leticia has her head inside the back of my shirt. She's walking like this. She didn't want to look. And I'm walking around. I was like, wah. I just wasn't.
So lame.
It was lame.
Everybody talked about the smell being like this really bad, pungent smell that you were walking out and you were nauseous from. I didn't get any of that. I wasn't scared. I didn't jump. There was
no smell. Yeah.
It was just...
the one house with all the burlap, like the second house we went to, I forget.
It smelled like a porta
That smelled, yeah. That one smelled because of the material. It was like just burlap and everywhere. It was that kind of smelled. But yes, smell and Insidious. There was no smell, guys. I don't know what you got. And I can understand that maybe Friday and Saturday are different actors. And maybe they're Friday and Saturday a little aggressive. So we went on a Sunday, which was over 30,000 people, they said, in line.
Yeah,
and at least. So they were like, yeah, it's busy. And I think we had a lot of overflow of express passes because Universal was allowing the people with the canceled express days or canceled days to use those tickets at any time. So you had an already sold out express at almost, $280 a ticket, $250 a ticket, something like that for express. I just can't imagine the people like saving for like all year to do that because I mean we paid our tickets way in advance, but
July
and to get the best deal possible, we paid them literally at Letty's party. At my wife's birthday party, we bought tickets for mine, so it was kind of crazy to see that. I love the Monstros, the Latin America. So the Latin America one was cool. It was weird. 2 things. If you're Latin, it was real, about santeros and santeria, and there was like chickens everywhere and goats and shit. I was
big piles of chicken shit.
And I was like, this is random. And then they had like an 8-foot chicken, and I thought that was random. So then, but it was like really, it wasn't like crazy scary. I just more like, if it's in your culture, you got to kind of respect it. But I don't know if I feel like that's kind of where they were going with that house. But it was
equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity houses. Hey, it was weird. But let's just say it was scary because I knew what they were trying to portray, I think. So I was like, oh, don't.
That was.
They got me a couple of times.
That was the only one we missed.
Yeah, Stryker missed that one.
My wife needed another espresso martini, so we went and got another espresso martini.
Yeah, we finished out. It was 2 a.m. It was the last house. So with an express pass, we got there at 8 o'clock because we did not want to show up when it was still sunlight. So from 8 to 2 a.m., that's how long it took us with express, which included bathroom breaks, bar breaks, drinks, and things like that. So just plan accordingly. If you haven't gone, that's kind of our take on it. Anything else?
I mean, and that was with no rides. I mean, we didn't stand in any lines.
We didn't even go on a single ride, which is rare.
Didn't go into Harry Potter. Completely skipped that whole section. I mean, it wasn't like we didn't take our time, but we also didn't rush. So
pizza, please tell them about the pizza bill. This still gets to me right now.
We went in. So we were in New York. That small little Italian restaurant that is right there before you get to the lake. And you go in the restaurant.
In the Mummy, to the left.
Yep.
If you're going towards like Old Jaws.
Get in there, go up to the counter. There's the three of us. We're big guys. Derek, Razor, and the girls go up to the counter. We're said, let's just get 2 pizzas. We'll get a pepperoni, we'll get a cheese. Everybody gets a drink. And I thought I heard the total, but I wasn't sure I heard right. And I turn around and I look at the register, and for 2 pizzas,
1 pepperoni,
1
cheese,
6
bottles of water.
Not big pizzas. We're talking like normal, maybe 16-inch pizzas.
It was 4 bottles of water and 2 Powerades to be completely correct.
$120.
Yo, it was crazy
for 2 pizzas and 6 drinks.
And it cost probably what, 50 cents, $1, because they buy that ingredients in such a bulk.
The reason there are this many pizza restaurants in the United States is because pizza is, and this is a fact, it is the lowest cost to make. The lowest food cost on any restaurant for any product is pizza because it's flour, water, and yeast. And then you worry about the sauce. You can make your own sauce for dirt cheap. Squish your own tomatoes if you want to get crazy. And the cheese. It is the lowest price for food cost of any restaurant. So what we paid $120 for maybe cost them $12.
I don't even think if that.
If you add in the drinks, the bottles of drinks.
I think including the bottles of water. It was insane. That being said, I ate every
that pizza was so
freaking piece of that pizza. It was like, the girl's like, we just want 1 slice. And I ain't wasting this money.
No way.
Bro, I was still pissed off about it. Because we just left Margaritaville. We had eaten at the hotel on site as well. And the bill wasn't even that much.
Right.
The bill for food for us was less than that. And then the breakfast bill kind of got me too for $2.50.
The buffet was so good.
The buffet was so good. So, if you guys listen, again, it's all relative to budgets. Do not stay on site and go to the buffet in the morning thinking that you're going to save money. No, it is $2.50.
And somebody said it to me last night. If you're going to go to Orlando for Horror Nights, just don't worry about the bill. Just swipe the card and then. The next week.
I'll worry about it next month when the Amex bill comes in. But yeah, it was an expensive venture. It was I had a great time. And I appreciate you guys for coming out, and I appreciate the girls came out and they did a great job.
I just kind of want to wear one of those onesies.
I was going to wear, I think we should wear a onesie next week. We're going to wear, maybe election week we'll wear the America onesie.
I get my phone. Get Amazon.
Can we Amazon election week? You guys should vote. Should we wear a America onesie? America onesies for the elections. I'm in. I think. Should we do a vote on that?
I don't even think we need to vote.
I don't think we need to vote. We should just do it.
Decision.
All right. America onesies.
Love it.
America onesies one. Talk to me a little about real estate. Let's switch gears here and go over where we at.
The market is it's standing still. There's no rush to buy right now because of, number one, the election we just touched on. Everybody right now is in this pause. They're wondering. Everybody wonders. It's like gambling. It's the next spin of the roulette wheel. What number is going to come up next? And everybody is waiting to see what the election decides. Whichever way it goes, everybody's waiting to see what that result is going to look like.
My neighbor finally sold his house. It's under contract and being sold. I offered everyone, obviously, free sitters. Eden's 15. I was trying to get her a job. I was on Facebook. I pushed that thing. I don't know who bought the house. We're waiting to meet the new neighbors, but that did sit on the market for a couple months. When we bought our house, it sat on the market for 24 hours. So this house that I'm in now was literally, it got on the market. We walked in. We were the first showing. I think one of the first.
One of the first, yeah.
I put a full offer in and told them, take it off the market now and I'll sign this contract. And we did it in the driveway. They had like 6 other showings or something just after, because they kept their appointments, but we were still the most. But we were done. We moved in. I was shocked that house stayed on the market for as long as they did. So I kind of see where it's at. And this is a sought after neighborhood in La Mancha out here. So I was shocked to see where it's at. And then last week, I was super nervous with the real estate industry because we have to order secondary inspections now. So because we were in a hurricane zone, we were in a disaster area, every single loan, every single bank, they're going to want a re-inspection. And they want to make sure that the roof didn't blow away. They want to take pictures of the house, make sure your fence lines didn't fall down, things like that. So they're going to go through the inside the house, make sure there was no damage, check the windows, things like that. So basically, like almost doing a second appraisal. It's kind of what that is. And
you said it's a really quick process.
It is a quick process, yeah, because they've already done a full report, right?
Yeah.
So you've already done a full inspection report. They're just coming and make sure there was no massive damage.
Right.
Because you can't have a claim pending in a house pending sale, right? Yeah. So if there's an issue, so be prepared for that, especially if you're the listing agent or you are selling your home. Understand that we do need to reorder inspections, and that could take a little bit of time.
And it does also pause any timeline that's in place because of the force majeure clause that's in every real estate contract right now. That timeline. So if your inspection period was set to expire within that disaster period time, or your appraisal period, loan approval, any of those periods, those timelines pause. So they can extend out until the governor comes in and removes that state of that disaster.
Yeah, or your inspection was done, or like we've already there. Because once the inspection is done, we can't close.
Right.
But that is a must. That is, I mean, I had to argue with a couple of realtors this week on files that are pending for us that they were like, "You need more time. This is outrageous," and I'm like, we just got hit with a hurricane.
Seriously.
I mean, did you guys see the disaster of the tornado 2 streets away from my house right here?
The tornadoes, what do they call it? Tornadic supercell? I've never heard of this in my entire life. The tornadoes were what caused all of the damage
in our area. I've been here my entire life. Yeah. I've never seen, there was in the hundreds of tornadoes, I think, in our area, but I think Palm Beach County said something about...
I think they said there were 13 that they actually had visual confirmation on, or that registered as an E1 or higher. And I think you can get the little cyclones that don't measure anything on the scale. So I think it has to measure as an E1 or it has to have visual sighting in order for it to count. I think there were 13.
Yeah, we're not weathermen by any chance. I think... So again, we're going with this because again, just through my Facebook or whatever. Don't hate on the reflex cups. So I think it was in the 80s or something that they said Palm Beach County that had hit the possibilities or something. Yeah. Disregard anything over 5. Let's just call it what it is. One tornado, bro. And this thing went from Binks all the way to PGA, moving 40 miles per hour in a straight line. The videos, and I've had personal friends, a lot of their home who are affected by this, and obviously we have prayers to all of them and their family, but man, it was insane to even say that, a tornado. Yeah. Like we were in a hurricane, everyone's like, who cares, hurricane, whatever. Right. No, tornado is my new fear. This is crazy.
And the problem with tornadoes too is it's not like a hurricane where you can put the shutters up or hunker down and everything will be okay. No, those tornadoes don't care about your shutters or hurricane-proof windows. It'll tear your roof off and it'll set it next door.
They ripped apart the whole Publix.
The whole, incredible.
Even and that massive trash can, the massive container.
Dumpster.
There you go. On the roof. The dumpster on the roof. I thought that was photoshopped because Josh owns a trash company. Josh posted the first time I saw it. I'm like, Josh, are you trying to promote your business here?
It's a terrible way to promote your business.
I was like, Josh, come on. And then all of a sudden, I saw someone else post it. Ended up being like the neighbor was a mutual client of someone of ours. And I was like, that's real?
Yeah.
That thing is massive, and they just toss it on top of somebody's roof, and it just stayed there. And those houses are, I think most of them are new. They're under construction.
Here is maybe a 4 or 5 year old community. That entire community.
A lot of it's under construction still, and a lot of it, unfortunately, now I guess that falls on. Again, this is probably your side. Falls on the builders. Insurance, because a lot of those properties don't have insurance. I don't close insurance until they have closed.
Even in a new construction property, when you're building a home like we built our home, and you don't buy insurance until you get the COI, because there's nothing to insure. It's owned by the builder, so yeah, those builders are going to be responsible for footing the bill of.
And that sucks. Anything. As a contractor, that really sucks because obviously you have insurance for this kind of stuff, but. Just to put a claim under your insurance as a contractor sucks because it just,
Well, and we were already struggling with homeowners insurance to begin with. This is not going to help anything at all. Rates are going up.
This is not going to help for sure. Taxes are coming up.
Hey, November. That's right around the corner.
It's November. Election and taxes. Two things are guaranteed.
And death.
And death, right? So we are definitely here to pay taxes. If you are purchasing real estate, I highly recommend to everyone out there, let your accountant know you are focusing on buying a property and that you want to make sure that you claim enough income. If you're self-employed, claim enough income to qualify for your loan. Now, we're not saying that you need to put enough income there just to qualify for a certain house, but you need to pay. Take guys to understand, you cannot make $1 million and write off $1 million, because I've had this happen before with a client. He was an athlete and he had a big contracts with big brands, and one of those contracts were $1 million. And that $1 million, he ended up buying $1 million in horses because he was in the equestrian industry, and gave me a tackle. I made $1 million last year. Let's go. What color house? And I'm like, It doesn't work that way. So understand that you have to be able to claim income. You have to pay taxes. There's no way around that.
No.
You have to pay taxes. Now we have, again, those hybrid programs, those non-QM programs are not part of your Fannie Mae, not part of your Freddie Mac, normal transactions. We're talking about if you want to qualify for a government program and you want the government rates, and you want the 6%, and you want the low interest rate, so not the quote or weight. If you want a low percentage rate, you need to show us income.
I agree. But the biggest thing that you just said that I want to emphasize is get an accountant. Don't use TurboTax. Stop doing that.
It's terrible.
If you're planning on buying a house, don't do your own taxes. Find an accountant that knows what they're doing, that's going to manipulate the numbers correctly, and get your numbers on paper, because if you can't prove your income, you don't have any income.
There are a lot of places on your taxes that will help you. Depreciation of your assets, depreciation of vehicles, and if you own rental properties, depreciation on those, because we can add those back in. But there is, get yourself an accountant that you trust, and understand that we are verifying this income. So we are going to make you're going to require a letter from an accountant that says, I've been doing your taxes for X amount of years.
Yeah.
You've been self-employed for X amount of years, and this is what we require. Now, again, part of the industry, if you have been self-employed, if I've owned my own company for more than 5 years, it is possible to use 1-year tax returns as long as DU gets approved. And it tells you on your approval if you're allowed to use 1-year taxes. Now that's based on an approval. So that's not an industry standard per se. It's going to look at your situation as a whole, your assets, your credit scores, things like that. It's going to let you know you can use 1-year taxes. Now, that's incredible, because if you had a bad year last year, but you had a great year this year, and you do your taxes, that's going to help you because you don't have to offset it. So I don't have to divide your income by 24 months. I only divide it by 12.
Yep.
So it's great.
And that's on the same business, right? I mean, if it's been the same business for...
Same business. If you own a landscaping business, it is Derek's Landscaping for the last 5 years.
You can't switch it up all of a sudden. Now you're a pool company.
No, you can't go from landscaping to a pool company and be like, they want to see the same company.
Got it.
And they don't want to see, because that's how DU reads, right? They read your work history. So if they see even if you had a Schedule C, so if you don't have a 1120, which is you're not filing corporate taxes, right? If you're not filing a corporation tax and you're filing just a 1040 with a Schedule C, which are standard personal taxes.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like speak in terms that everyone else understands versus us two, right? So if you file your own personal taxes, you have a thing called a Schedule C. If you've been handed a 1099 in your past, you file a Schedule C. Right. If that Schedule C says landscaping, and it was landscaping, like I called that Derek's Landscaping and someone paid me a 1099. Then I started Derek's Landscaping as a 1120 and filed a corporation, and I can prove that I've been paying self-employed taxes for 5 years under that corporation or that same line of work, if you want to say, Derek's Landscaping. That will suffice under Fannie Mae guidelines. And that is a guideline. We're not making this stuff up. Like I said, we're just quoting governmental guidelines on this kind of product. Yes, there are non-QM stuff that we can get done outside the scope. But what I'm saying is to get qualified for a standard loan, to get the best possible rate and the best down payment structures for individuals, that's what you need to do.
There you go.
Have you seen commercial TV lately? It's like Ozempic everything. There's a chronic disease for anything. And there's a pill or a medication for everything. There used to be, I used to like enjoy, it's like when you're watching the Super Bowl and you watch it and you see all the cool commercials. What happened to all the Budweiser commercials? What happened to all like the, can you hear me now? Like there's no commercials. And I only watch Hulu. I only stream like 90%. So I'm like Hulu, Netflix, whatever. So I don't watch live TV. I just can't stand the commercials anymore. But we were on vacation watching TV, and there were commercials on, and I'm like, why? Yeah. And every commercial was some disease with some medication. Yeah. Why? It's like insane to me.
Do people watch these commercials and they're like all of a sudden like, oh my God, how do I get that drug?
Do you suffer from this? And then they go, you might die afterwards. They're like,
side effects include
diarrhea. The side effects are worse than the damn disease. Like, why? Why are the side effects of these medications worse than the disease? Shit. I might as well keep the disease.
You know what else is a pointless commercial? Commercials for toilet paper. Who's not using toilet paper right
now? But what's the, like, mine's softer than yours. My toilet paper, my Charmin.
Right? But no, who can? I buy the store brand toilet paper.
Oh, you want to talk about store brands? Are we going back to the subject?
Did you see our little
subject? So we should have said this in the beginning of this podcast.
No.
But we're going to put it as a preview. This is a surprise.
This is the surprise.
We're doing our taste test today. Finally our taste test. So it's a blind taste test. We have no idea what's in the bag, so I'm going to grab the bags real quick.
Yeah, grab them.
We'll grab the bags, and we're going to display them, and then we're going to straight up have a taste test. Taste worth. And I have a special guest, one of my neighbors is here, and he is going to give us the answers of what was in.
We're going to taste them, and he's going to tell us which one's which. But we have to put on record which one we think is the better, or which one we think is the store brand.
The store brand. Okay, so we're going to Jim, you want to handle this? You want to get up, or you want to bring this to me? Or we got a special guest. He's helping us. Do you want to be he can't be the third party.
Yeah, we don't have the mic.
We don't have the mic. So, all right. So this is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
So first we have bag number 1 and bag number 2, so everyone can see. Oops, I'm about to break everything here. All right. So bag number 1 and bag number 2, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Visually, they look like the same cereal. Like I can't see a difference between the two.
Visually, now these are brand new sealed boxes. I bought them today.
Yep.
Went to Publix and went to the dollar store. So the dollar store, I figured out, at least the one next to my house, they only have one off-brand cereal. The rest of the cereal are the name brand cereals in smaller bags. So we're not going to milk this up. We are just going to try this dry, which I'm like,
yeah, I know. I asked him. I said,
I know what the cereal tastes like with milk. Cereal? So I hope this is not going to taint the value of it. So you went ahead and went. Now they are. Can I have a piece of that one?
Yeah.
Because that's just one piece to one piece. So they are similar in shape and size, about the same as you can see, and the same color. You really can't tell. I don't even know which one's which right now, so I'm going to put these aside and go. We also have special guest Nala. I'm in my house, so Nala does not leave my side, so she is in the video today. and she saw food. She's like, ooh, cereal.
I don't know. Pretty good.
Those are good?
That's good.
Those are good.
I kind of hope this is the dollar store one just because of how
You're
good it is.
I'm gonna be so pissed. All right, solid. I got water here. Let's switch. The reflex cup. Thanks, Tiffany. All right.
Oh, man.
Dollar store all day.
No way. Nope. No way. Do you
I
think
hope
2
I'm
is the dollar store?
I hope I'm not smacking my food in this mic so bad.
Okay. You think 2 is the dollar store one?
This is dollar store all day.
No way. 1. Bag number 1 is dollar store. I'm calling it right now.
Bag number 1 is dollar store.
Bag number 1 is
All right, so bag number 1, Stryker says dollar store. I say bag number 2 is dollar store all day.
And? Bag
All right.
number 2 is the dollar store?
2 is dollar store 1.
Number 2 is dollar store, ladies and gentlemen. I am 1-0.
But it was so good.
Okay.
I am absolutely going to the dollar store.
This is a close second.
That was so. Come on, that was good cereal.
A lot more cinnamon and sugar.
This looks like Golden Grams. You've got the ridges of Golden Grams.
This
That has like zebra stripes on it.
This has zebra. I can see some of them did not have this. Some of them have some zebra stripes on it, but I didn't. I don't even know what the cereal looks like because I dump it and douse it in milk.
Yeah.
So I'm not even like. I honestly have no idea. So let's. I think that one tasted a lot. This had a lot more cinnamon and sugar.
That one did.
You like the blender stuff, but you
I didn't think it
also
was
eat weird shit for breakfast. So let's stop. This is why I was gonna. Thank God if I didn't say, hey, let me put
You
this
could
in.
mix those boxes together and nobody would know the difference.
You can probably do that. This was I think $1.50.
If you're balling on a budget,
No, this one was a Publix brand. This was not dollar store. Can you verify? Can you?
oh, that's right. That's a Publix brand
Yes,
one.
it is.
The Apple Jacks was the
The
dollar
Apple
store.
Jacks that's coming up next was dollar store. Okay, so this is Publix brand.
Publix
This is why it's still good. So I will tell you.
all right.
Okay, let's retract this statement. No one freaks out on me.
Yeah.
This is Publix brand cereal versus the name brand cereal. $2 difference in the cereals. One was like 3 and change, and one was 5 and change. And then if you buy the family size, it was like $8. I haven't even. This was like crazy to me, but I was still right. This was the brand.
Okay, whatever.
But since it was Publix, I will say it was very close second.
Now let's get on. I want to do the actual.
I want to do the Apple Jacks.
Let's do the Apple Jacks.
Apple Jack. Now this is
Next
legit. The Apple Jacks was. Thank you, sir. You're too kind. Now, at face value, I don't know. Again, I douse this in milk. My kids love Apple Jacks. Those are visually larger.
Oh, they are.
They're visually
Size matters.
Size matters. That's what she said.
Yeah. Okay. I have a feeling the size alone is going to give this away.
The size alone gives it away. So that was $1.25, and this was again the $5 cereal, the standard $5 Apple Jacks.
A minute since I had Apple Jacks. These are really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it! I hate dry cereal. I'm going. This is Apple Jacks all day.
You're going with the smaller ones or
The
Apple Jacks?
smaller ones are Apple
Try those
Jacks.
ones first. Those are good.
All right. Now again, this is random. We don't know what's in here.
Oh, these have the specs on them though. 2 might be actual Apple Jacks.
There's no way this is Apple Jacks.
Those are so much crunchier. You're going bag number 2?
This has like an aftertaste like cardboard.
I think those are good. I also grew up poor, so I went. I do, but I am gonna say I think bag number 2 is the name brand Apple Jacks.
Bag number 2 is name brand all day. Now,
Well, we got the thumbs up.
thumbs up. We're both right.
Bag number
Hey,
2.
I'm still ahead. I'm still up.
Whatever, I'll take the one.
Now, I will say for $1,
That's not bad cereal.
and it's the same size box. For $1, the same size box.
I would have thought that the bigger ones would have been the name brand, though. I will say that.
All right, fair enough, but it's not.
I can see the little specs on there.
But it's not.
All right, what do we got next?
Still up. Oh,
Ruffles.
shit. This is going to upset your wife.
My wife is going to kill me if
Your
I get
wife's
this wrong.
Your wife's going to kick your butt right now.
All right.
All right, so visually, same kind of chip. It's look, it's
This
close.
is Ruffles versus Publix.
This
brand.
is Ruffles
Store brand.
versus Publix brand. So again, at the dollar store, there was no off-brand cereal. There were or chips. There were just smaller bags. So this is Publix because you said Publix is the best. Publix is the best.
It's good chip.
Man, that's a good chip. I love plain Ruffles. Those are like even
You
if
also
it's
like, what are the canned little potato sticks that you love?
The picnic chips?
Yes.
They go on every single sandwich in the world.
Weirdo.
No, I'm not a
The
weirdo.
first time I saw you actually pay money to eat those, I was like, really?
Yeah. Okay, everyone, if you've been to any Cuban bakery in the world.
Oh, I know.
Those picnic chips go on everything. They go on the breakfast sandwich
Quarters,
there. They go to everything.
on everything.
There is chips. There is a small little picnic chips on anything. All right.
Yeah, those are good.
I don't know. This is a tough one. I think I'm going to make your wife real proud right here.
These are so much lighter. Those are dense. Those are heavy.
These are really heavy. Publix.
This is Publix. Bag 2.
Back to his Brussels. Damn right
Thumbs up
again.
There we go.
You know why? This tastes like one that was heavier. It was more like a
Like
potato.
more potato, right?
Yeah, this was definitely like more potato. And this is the difference.
Lighter.
Now, would I
Diet
eat this chip? Was there a big difference in price? I think it was like $1. It wasn't like a massive difference. Like you have to buy it in bulk, probably. I can eat either or. Either one was great.
Especially with some French onion dip.
But and if you dip it up, I'm not gonna notice. Now here is the war. This is where this sparked the national debate.
My man said
This was Tostitos. Or now this is Publix brand.
Publix versus
I went round on both just to make sure that
White
they were
chip.
created equally. They look exactly the same size. So literally, we don't know the difference.
we need some salsa.
I have salsa in here. I've never been to Trader Joe's, but
It's like the white people mecca, bro.
I've never been to
so many
Trader Joe's.
snacks there.
so last night was my wife's mom's birthday, and we had dinner here, and they brought Trader Joe's stuff here. I ain't gonna lie to you, their salsa was pretty damn
Their
busted.
salsa is delicious with the yellow label on it.
Yeah, it was buzzing. It was buzzing.
Yeah. Oh, when you start walking through the snack aisles, that's the only reason we go there. We go there for cheap bottles of wine, $8.99 wine, and their snack aisles. We get the peanut butter filled chocolate covered pretzel bites.
A little bland for me.
These are kind of stale.
Brand new. These are all brand new bags.
I saw you walk in.
We walked in. I have the receipt. These are brand new.
I'm waiting for the salt. I'm not getting any salt. Nope, there's salt. I don't even need another one. Tostitos.
Publix.
Bag 2. Tostitos.
Nope. He double checked. He's like,
Drum roll.
This
Do
is
I have a drum
stale.
roll?
This is Publix all day.
I don't have a drum roll.
2 is real.
2 is the name brand.
Yep.
2 is Tostitos. All right, you're doing a great job, man.
I'm telling you.
This is good. What that mouth do? All right, now we know.
How is expensive tasting
I
brand?
think you have to take a half.
Okay.
I washed my hands prior.
These are like
Nutri-Grain.
now Nutri-Grain is brand, so we can't call them Nutri-Grain. These are fruit cereal bars.
Fruit cereal bars. This is my breakfast of choice before the gym. The flavor is apple cinnamon.
Okay.
And this did come from the dollar store, so we do have Nutri-Grain bars, Kellogg's, apple cinnamon, and then we have the version that came from the dollar store. This was available at the dollar store. Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna mix it up.
All right, so we are going to mix it up. So visually, they have same size, same color, and the same width, thickness. This is about the same bar.
I haven't had one of these, and I can't remember the last time.
I had this about a couple hours ago.
He primed his taste buds.
I
That's
feel
cheating.
like this is cheating. I feel like I already won this one.
Well,
that's what happened.
There's definitely a smell difference.
Oh, for sure.
I think, bro.
Well, it's because it's like bland.
This one?
Yeah, definitely bland. Tastes processed.
It does.
Tastes processed. This
So
is a
you don't-
no-brainer.
Number 1 is the
Number one is
Nutri-Grain?
the store brand.
No, the real brand.
Ooh. Number 1 is real.
Yeah, number one is real.
Real.
Yeah,
Good.
number one is real.
Number 1 is real. Number 2, I don't mind the dollar store one.
It was definitely a massive price difference. It was $4 or $5 again for $1.
I would eat this.
I would not eat this. Like if we were on a boat and we needed some kind of, would I eat this every day? Probably not, but it is not terrible.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm not mad about it. Like I said, if you are into this debate, we're there.
What do we
Now,
have left?
what do we have
soda left?
Soda.
Soda.
All right. So everyone who sparked this debate, we were like, well, what about sodas? I think we're
take our
using
cups?
Sprite. No, I have cups over there with ice.
Okay.
I have equal cups with equal ice,
Okay.
and they're all blacked out. So only he's gonna know. We're not gonna peek what we're pouring.
This is we're gonna.
He's gonna pour them both. So I don't know which one's which. So we're gonna look. This is the honesty portion of this.
Which one did I get wrong? I got the Cinnamon Toast Crunch wrong.
You did. I'm one ahead.
It looked like Golden Grams. The cereal had the ridges, which I like some Golden Grams also.
I've never had Golden Grams.
Have you ever had Sugar Smacks?
I don't even know what that is.
With the frog on the front?
No.
No? Or what about the one with the bear?
The
That
one with the
was Sugar
frog is like a brand. There's...
Yeah, but it's called Smacks, right? Maybe it was called Smacks, and then they got
It's
politically
Smacks.
correct and they changed it.
It was Smacks.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
That one was good too. What about, what was it, Corn Puffs?
Yeah, I mess with some corn puffs. Now you're going to brands, though. You scared to say brands? I mean, you keep on saying you're not doing
It's
brands.
just cereals. All right.
All right, so here's a debate.
This is the first lemon lime soft drink.
Lemon lime soft drink. Nala, you are in the way. She just wants to eat something.
I don't drink a lot of Sprite or lemon lime soft drink.
Captain and Coke for me. So for me, Sprite is that's why I kind of went like sideways with the drink. And I equalized so that one more watered down than the other. I made sure the cups were equal. All right, bring cup number 2.
It's going to come down to the sugar.
Yeah, I think
That's what
so.
it's going to come down to.
Thank you, sir. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our
Thanks,
assistant
Jim.
today.
Thank you, Jim.
Publix.
100%.
Publix.
Second was Publix.
Second one's Publix.
No.
The one you just handed us is not Publix. Get out of here!
Oh my God.
No way.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
I almost prefer the Publix brand.
So do I. Wow. Yes.
I am mind blown right
And
now.
I will go on record to say soda is not store brand. You've got to buy name brand.
But we just.
But I like the
think
Publix
Publix
brand
is
better.
Everything but soda.
Everything
Even
but soda.
though you guys said it's better, right? No.
Now,
You know what? I want to blind test you right now.
If we're going on what I think is better,
Okay.
on the soda, I think that the lemon lime Publix brand was better than the actual name brand Sprite. On the cereal, I think we talked about the differences of the Apple Jacks. I didn't hate the store brand Apple Jacks. The dollar store cereal was good. I think the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I still like the OG, the name brand one.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, still the best.
And let's be honest. Tortilla chips, you're not eating them plain. You're gonna dip them. They're gonna taste like whatever you're dipping them.
But that tortilla chip was bland.
Oh, there was no salt.
Bland. No salt, no nothing. It was just bland. It was just a tortilla chip. It was horrible. So definitely name brands do matter. We've proven that.
That's it.
But holy twist.
The soda.
The soda just blew my mind. And maybe
Glad to
because
see
it's
it last.
Sprite. I should. Wow. I can't believe. Yeah, seriously.
Next week we're trying Dr. Pepper and Mr. Pibb.
Mr. Pibb? No, that's just like I think I like almost the same thing. But Coke, I think Coke we would have noticed a difference in Coke. I think like RC Cola and all those kind of things, they all have a very distinct. Because Coke is Coke. But dang, that lemon lime, that was close. I think I tasted more lemon lime. I think it was a little more flavorful,
A little sweeter, yeah.
sweeter. Man, that just blew my mind.
Right, we're going to take a minute to clean up our table because this looks a little obnoxious. And then we're coming right back. Here we go.
And we're back.
That's right. Now let's talk about the house track of the week, man.
House track of the week. So last week we had my brother on. We had Javier on. So I let the special guest
I hope
do it.
everybody listened to that song and fell asleep peacefully.
I hope everyone fell asleep. Living La Vida Loca. I can't. I came with the Living La Vida Loca. I love my brother, but that was like a breakout point for him.
It was amazing.
Living La Vida Loca. You can't make this stuff up. There's no script on this, guys. So understand that everything we talk about, we're just having fun.
You're welcome.
And the fact that came out, and I didn't even know that my entire life. I have no idea that was a moment for him in time, and I've never heard that full story. I just know he sold the car. The fact that it was Living La Vida Loca had something to do with it. Now we make so many memes, and it's going to be insane.
I even saw Team Sea Hunter commented on it.
Team Sea Hunter. We're straight up.
I almost posted a comment saying that you were changing the name of the boat.
Vida Loca. Vida Loca. I should make shirts for next year. So when we do the Sea Hunter tournament next year, I'm changing the shirts. I'm gonna make that's gonna be like on down the arm. Vida Loca. Especially is house track of the week. Yes, bitch. Danny Avila. Avila. How you want to say it? Amazing track. Amazing track. He's on Experts Only, but I saw John Summon's been promoting the song and he's been playing the song. I heard him play it. Amazing track, and it's going to be so remixed.
Agreed. I was just going to say that.
That is going to be a huge track. Great vocals. I love the track. It was my track of the week last week. And it's still track of the week this week. It's a great track. I haven't heard anything amazing come out. It's mind blowing this week.
I downloaded a little bit of music yesterday. I had our very first Boca Bowl kickoff party. It was the Chef's Tailgate party down in Boca at the Brick off of Yamato. First one where they showcase a bunch of different vendors and restaurants that are all located around FAU Stadium where the Boca Bowl is. And it was cool, man. It was great to see everybody out and about. A lot of people, even with it being down in Boca, a lot of people still had some storm stuff to talk about and things like that. But Rocco's Tacos was there.
Yeah, boy. I love me some Rocco's Tacos.
Chicken guac.
You know we go there. That's our dinner spot.
Yeah.
And we get the same thing every time.
Which we also need to ask Rocco to put that black bean steak and plantain quesadilla
back on the menu. It's on the secret menu. It's on my secret menu. Everyone goes there how do you know this? And I'm like, because I know.
We know a guy.
Because we know a guy. I know a guy. We were DJing here a long time ago. I used to love DJing at Rocco's Tacos.
So did I.
I love playing there. That used to be a spot.
Single parties, the block parties.
Man, we used to, even then, I remember when we were playing at Rocco's Tacos, and again, all the OG Supreme, everybody was there, and it was 3 or 4 deep at the bar. Oh, yeah. Forget sitting at a table to eat. It was just a party. People would go eat early because you had to move that table out of the way a little bit to accommodate bar space. And man, it was just such a good time. Such a good time. I wish we could bring that back because man, the parties and the vibe there. I think just downtown has just changed in general.
It definitely has.
But I'm definitely still looking forward to Roxy's opening the pool. That's going to be amazing. That is a thing. So we're still waiting for that. We're still waiting for that. Hopefully to come the new year, December maybe construction can speed up a little bit.
I'm smiling because I heard something and then we heard something was going to happen and wasn't going to happen and did happen and didn't happen.
We're still debate on systems. We're debate on systems, not DJ equipment. So now it's going to be a DJ music formats coming out. Going to be DJ poolside for some of the time. Separate system. Now a separate system inside for the venue, so that's covered. So when you're dancing or having fun, so it's kind of like 2 different areas for DJ. So the big debate was obviously what to do with that, and then connections and equipment. So luckily Sal's involved now, and yeah.
God, and you were back at Clematis Social on Friday night. Right?
I was back at Clematis Social. I mean, not for nothing. When Ian, calls and again the crew calls and they ask us, they've been so accommodating.
Yeah.
My biggest thing, man, is just at this age, being an old guy, being the OG, it's not a popularity contest for me to be the cool guy trying to DJ downtown. We just want to play good music. I want to bring a show that I work hard on, and we bring a lot of energy down south, and we come in and we bring it here. And it's music that not everyone hears, it's a format that not everyone hears. Right. It is not your typical playlist that you probably would hear downtown. But on a Friday night that I thought it was going to be slow, I hesitated to DJ because I don't want to play on a slow venue. It was packed. It was slammed. Photographer was there. Pictures will come out probably this week or so. But man, I had a great time. Everyone partied. They came, supported. And the fact that it was 2 days after the tragedy out west out here with the tornadoes and the hurricanes and everything up north, the fact that people were like, you know what, I need a drink. We're going to go out and just have a good time and hit the reset button. I think a lot of people needed that. So I think it was great to see people out. And then Saturday, I don't know who told me that it was a great idea to take on not only Clematis Social Friday night. Saturday night, we played at a big wedding. We had a second topic that I do want to bring up. And then we left that Saturday wedding to go to horror night. So it was just a busy weekend. But to go back to Saturday, I had a bride and groom at our last meeting hand me a playlist. Now, this frustrate some people. Some people are like, whatever, we're here to accommodate. No, I'm not here to accommodate. Yep. If you guys hire us and you guys hire a professional company, I don't tell the photographer how to take pictures.
No way.
So if you tell me, I don't care if you need to take 50 photos or you take 500 photos. I'm not paying you per photo. I'm paying you to do a job.
Right.
Whether if I play 100 songs or I play 50 songs, how I play that song is why you hired me.
Right.
What I play, how I play it, and the energy that we bring to our sets. Not only that, our equipment is top of the line. We have I guess Palm Beach County, I want to say we have some of the best setups, at least for equipment, lighting brands and everything else. Again, I'm a brand guy, right? So we already figured that out. Yeah. Now, I really threw myself for, not to go, again, sidetrack here, I really threw myself for a loop when a bride and groom handed me a playlist and said, this is my playlist, stick to it. So I said, all right, let me look at this. Now, as part of our questionnaire, we asked, give me 20 songs. Mm-hmm. I want to see where you're at musically. What do you like? Give me some requests, and mostly give me your do nots.
Exactly.
And on his do not list, he had nothing. But on our phone interview, he was like, I don't want to hear a single Latin song. Even though there's going to be a lot of Latin people there, don't play because my coworkers are going to be there. Which I was more shocked, and I'm like, well, you know I'm Latin, right? You know I'm Cuban. I always wanted to play Suavemente on purpose. And then the playlist wasn't terrible, but it had a lot of, again, that left field stuff I just don't play. It had Beatles. It was tracks that I definitely, not even in my computer, 160 tracks. I think 50 of them I didn't have. Wow. The rest of it, some of the stuff was pretty normal, like September, stuff like that. Some of the disco songs had a lot of Bee Gees, a lot of stuff, a lot of older music, and then some EDM, which we had all the EDM, obviously, some remixes. They didn't stop dancing to this playlist, which threw me even for a bigger loop.
But did you play it in the order he gave it to you?
No, hell no.
See, that, in my opinion, give me a playlist if you want specific songs heard at your wedding, no problem. But also give me the freedom to mix them the way I feel is appropriate.
That's where the meeting, I agreed with the playlist.
I can do that.
Because it was 160 songs. I said, well, where are my do's and don'ts? No, there's no do's and don'ts. There's 160 songs there. So
burning songs. You got 2 hours to dance. Let's go.
I had an hour and a half to dance, which was great. I can go through the event. Did not go according to plan on a couple things. We ran behind, of course, as always. That has a lot to do with the coordinator that was there that day, but I'll move on from that. But let's go to the fact that the playlist, when we started the playlist and we went through the playlist, we strategically positioned ourselves where we played the slower tracks, the Beatles and all that kind of stuff during like a dinner portion of it. And then we played the dancier stuff, and we downloaded all the re-drums, the remixes of some of the songs. So we put a little bit of effort into downloading, and I made Chris do it all.
Of course.
Thank you, Chris. We appreciate you. Shout out, because he is our biggest fan on this podcast. So, Chris,
which he also said, sorry to interrupt you, he also said that the audio of the last episode was the best it's ever been.
Dang, we are working on this.
Let's go.
We are working on it.
For the audio, sounded amazing.
This is a work in progress. We went from one camera to 3 to microphone stands and now microphone mixers. Listen, guys, we're in
pipe and drape.
We got pipe and drape. I got a special guest, Freddie and Michael Myers over here. We got more cut out throughout the house. The quality of our stuff will continue to increase, obviously, over time. But
thank you.
Thank you for comedy. Audio is great. But
Chris helped us out.
Chris helped us
at
out
the wedding with you. He's got you back on all the songs.
He's been clutch. He downloaded. I made him. I said, bro, please help me. Because I'm not used to. I think I probably almost overjudged it, but at the same time, I've been handed some playlists where I'm like, I can rent you a speaker and bring you an MC, and I've done that one at a time.
Oh, yeah.
Where
we didn't even want to tell anybody that was an option.
It's not an option. The venue provides us with, this venue in particular provides us with so much work throughout the year that I was willing to accommodate it because the venue had asked me to. And we had literally sent equipment and an MC, and we pressed play at the first song, and it went all the way through to the last song. And then I think you would use Spotify playlist, and it kind of mixes the next track in. It kind of just filters, it fades it. I don't know how it works, but That was one time, and this time was a playlist. But the playlist, like I said, we made it ours. We went and downloaded. We did a lot of extra work to accommodate this wedding, but man, I didn't want to do it. I made Chris. I was like, Chris, download. I don't want to do this. Frick this wedding. I was so frustrated. But they danced. Chris did a great job. They did dance.
Do you think that our job as a DJ is to get people to dance, or is it to play the music the way it's supposed to be?
No, I think our job is to get people to dance. Our job is to fill a dance floor.
So wouldn't you say that because everybody danced and had a great time, you still were successful as a DJ?
We were successful because we had made more effort.
Do you think if you would have just played them in the order he gave them to you?
No. Hell
no. No way.
It wouldn't have, if we didn't download the remixes and some of the redrums that we had, it wouldn't have hit. The originals of some of these tracks are just not there. You mean, how do you dance to a Beatles song? Like Yellow Submarine or something? I don't know. Like, give me a break.
That song. But also, so Beatles songs were recorded in mono. This is a proven fact. Everybody talks about how the Beatles recorded all their music in mono. So now when you play it through a stereo speaker system like yours, it's obvious to hear that. So now that everything's getting remastered, and it's not professionally remastered, but DJs are taking songs from the Beatles, creating redrums out of them, it improves the sound quality and the energy. I mean, Yellow Submarine is it's an okay song. I was overzealous when I said it's an amazing song. I totally oversold it. But now you add like a little bit of a Be More beat behind it. And now it's fun. Damn, that Walrus was awesome.
That Come Together?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, with the 808 bass line behind it.
Oh my god. That thing quadded.
We could do a whole episode on redrums or just remixes.
I wish we could play the music and people understand what we're talking about right now without getting our stuff shut down, because we'll probably be like, red flag.
I gotta see about the copyright thing. I know if you're talking about music, or if you play it for less than there's like a time limit or something. I mean, the house track of the week, I've been wanting to find a way to incorporate it other than just link it.
Yeah. I think Pop the Link right now is great, but if we can put the house track in the back, or just maybe the outro, we can put, I don't know.
If anybody knows, shoot us a DM.
Yeah, if you know how to get around copyright things.
I don't want to play the whole song.
We're not snippet. I just want to show you what we're talking about. So I'd be like, yes, bitch, what? Right. So now people are just Googling, yes, bitch, on Apple Playlist and go into the song. But man, wedding playlist was a thing for me. We want to showcase our talent. And I think on this one, we excelled on that playlist because we took our time, downloaded all the extra remixes. But again, we're not charging for that. That's not something we usually do. I'm bringing my normal, music that's currently in my laptop, other than Your First Dance or something like that. I think we're coming with our own vibe.
I always tell my brides and grooms that if they put specific songs on the worksheet, I guarantee to have those songs with me.
Yeah, for sure.
If I get there and all of a sudden you want to hear this weird song that I don't have in my library, I may not be able to download it for you. So put whatever you want to hear on there. If these are your must-hear songs, but also just give me kind of a generalized direction of where you want to go musically, and not a Spotify playlist.
Yeah, it was rough, but it ended up working out. I guess again, every family's different. They had asked for a request. They had 100 and something people there. They had probably requests from everybody. So I think some of the requests worked and didn't work, but because we had an hour and a half left out of 160 songs, we were able to find the best tracks and just play them. Yeah. So I think that's what really worked out, and I think Chris excelled in that. And we ran the photo booth as well. We did a great job.
Have you ever, or can you think of a time where you got a request and you were just like, absolutely not? Is there something that jumps out?
Friday night.
Oh, the paper.
The paper.
This was.
Dang it! Where's the paper? It's in my bag.
You have it?
Man,
do you have it?
Please post a picture.
You don't have it with
I don't have it with me.
Your backpack is right there.
I don't even think it's in my backpack.
Okay, I'll post the picture of this. He sent this in group text, and then also posted it on Facebook. And I told you in the text, song's a great song, but I'd never seen anybody do this. Please tell the story. Thank you.
I go, all right, so I'm walking through. Again, we show up at the venue, and Alex makes fun of me every time. when the bar backs are there, right? They're still setting up the venue. Now, granted, we had to set up gear, people. So I walk in and I plug in our laptops and make sure everything's working, put a mix on, walked away. As I'm walking to the nightclub, headed towards the bathroom, somebody stops me and says, "Hey," and hands me a piece of paper folded. Now, this is a standard, like, take a leaf, take something you print, and just slice it probably about 6 times. It was this big, like a standard piece of paper. I don't know. It's folded. So I'm thinking this was like, is somebody handing me a phone number right now? What is in this paper? Right. So I walked back to the DJ booth. We were on stage and I open it. And it says, I had to go get this. I had to go to your computer real quick.
Gotta make sure we get the...
I'm glad we can edit this in post because y'all would have been like, come on guys, the suspense is killing me. So here's the ticket. We're gonna post this because this was crazy. So it says, when you get a chance, listen to this song. You should include it in your library. It's guaranteed to pack the dance floor.
Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Like, I guarantee it. Guaranteed. Song name, Connected, Stereo MCs.
It is...
Get yourself connected.
Yes.
Riding on the ball.
It's a great song.
I don't know how to sing good, but I DJ. Stumble, you might fall. Stumble, you might fall. Like,
it's a great song.
It's a great song. Like, total, like, dinner track.
Yes.
Total vibe.
I might add it to my dinner playlist.
Playlist. I am not playing this at Clematis Social, where 90% of the demographic there is younger. It's like 21 to 26.
Do you know? I mean, what did the person that gave that paper to you, was it a younger person, older person?
It was, dude. It was a dude. It was a dude. So that's why I didn't want to assume he was trying to give me his number, but it was a dude. And it was so early. I said, I got handed a piece of paper. I was shocked because it was just weird, And I had a mix playing. Chris was going to open next, and I was just like more shocked. It's guaranteed to pack a dance floor. Yeah, middle-aged dude. I don't know. He's probably in his late 30s, maybe 40s. It had to be in his 40s. It was just a dude, and so it was weird.
I will take the paper over the stupid phones.
Oh, I had that several times.
Hand me a piece of paper with a playlist or a request.
Daddy Yankee was it? What was the other?
Hand me a 20, Bad Bunny. Hand me a 20 with the piece of paper. Maybe I'll play your request. Had that piece of paper come with a $100 bill, are you playing?
Facts. That piece of paper came with a $20 bill. I would have played it.
See, money talks.
Money talks.
Write that down. Next time you're in the club, put your phone away, put your wallet out.
If you give me a song and you say, "Hey, play this," and try to hand me money. I had a lady ask me to play Gasolina, and I said, "Okay." She goes, "Where's your tip jar?" And I'm like, "I don't have one." She goes, "Take this," and I was like, "No, I'm good. Please."
Right.
The fact that you even asked or try to hand me money, it's coming up next.
There is a fine line on when I'll take the tip and when I won't take a tip.
I'll take it from dudes.
If it's a song I'm going to already play, I'm probably going to tell you, save your money. I was going to play this anyways. If it is out of the box,
I want to say, you know what, dude? That's like, I would say I would only take money from dudes, but I take that back. If it's some annoying Taylor Swift song or something crazy,
you are paying for
it. Male or female, you are paying for that all day.
If it's a song that I was already going to play, I'll save you the money on the tip. If I think I can make the song work and it wasn't something I was going to play, then I'll take the tip.
All right.
But there is also a limit on what I'm willing to pay, what I'm willing to play for money.
I've had people hand me hundreds and say, "Play freestyle." Say less. I'll do that for free. Are you crazy? You know me, I'm an 80s baby. I play me some freestyle, some Debbie Deb all day.
Did you see that video of
Debbie Deb?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, bro, she's older. I mean, what do you want to say? We're all old now.
And
they were older because they was
just
fun.
How long ago that was, though.
Yeah, man. And they're still doing tours and concerts. Stevie B, and he's still thinking. I was on stage with Stevie B, hanging out, partying. I love me some Stevie B. We used to hire him all the time at Off the Hoop, and I was always playing DJ for him when he came into town. The benefit of working and having a murdered out SUV at that point, I'd pick everybody up from the airport.
Right.
So I picked up every artist in Palm Beach County who was booked when we were DJing back in, heavy in West Palm. We picked them all up. That's how I met with Khalif. I made so many great contacts being able to do that. DJs from famous DJs. through any artists. I mean, remember Rock of Love and all those shows? And I used to pick them all up from the airport, Sookie and all those people. So it was cool. Great experience. But yeah, going through it, I don't know, man.
I was at a wedding DJing, and the one song request I got that I refused to play, it was Radiohead's Creep. And this is a wedding. And I looked at, I genuinely looked at her and I said, do you really think, I love this song. Do you really think that all those people out there that are dancing to probably what was like a Rihanna song or something would dance to that song? And she said, no, probably not. Probably not. I said, it's on the past. But now if you come back at the end and I'm breaking down everything and you want me to play it after everybody's gone, I'll definitely play it for you.
All right. So maybe. We get the maybes. Wedding, I think weddings were more open to request.
Depending on the bride and groom, it's on my sheet. Do you want me to accept requests from your guests?
At a nightclub, it's going to be tough. I think a nightclub, you're on a journey with me. You're going to go through my journey, the way I watch you play. I'm the captain. I'm the captain. Look at me. Look at me. You see this hookah in my hand? Look at me. You see, I'm drinking. You leave me alone. You're going, usually, man, I saw this debate. I'm online yesterday on someone's podcast. Thumb drive DJs. How I want to play on a thumb drive.
Why?
Alec has been trying to get me to play on thumb drives for a minute. I just hate having to go from Serato to record box, somehow put this thing together, go on there. DJ Scene said, take your last 2-3 sets, throw them on a thumb drive because that's what you play anyways.
True.
And that makes a lot of sense. I think if you're playing house music and you're going on this house journey with me for the next 2 hours, you're coming to hear me play. When we're drawing that kind of crowd, I think I can do my dare set on thumb drives all freaking day. I'm not looking at waves, and I can care less with my computer. My computer for me is just holding my library. We're not staring at our computers at DJs. Not in front of me. It's all the way to the far side as much as I can do in that booth. Right. Because I want to see the crowd. I think a lot of the problem is the way people set up and they do this and the computer's right in front of you, you just lose the DJ element, you lose the crowd. So I think when you put a thumb drive in, it enables you to kind of stay engaged sometimes a little more. But as a hip hop DJ, I don't think you're on thumb drives. I think that's just Jazzy Jeff, and that was part of their argument. Is he on thumb drives?
Never.
He would never. Never. And so like some of these DJs who we look up to is, are you on thumb drives? You are John Summit? No, because John Summit and Fisher and all these big guys, they're playing their set that's pre-done. Absolutely. And the same set you're going to hear at different venues or the same set they travel with.
In order.
And then he adds his, now I will tell you, and I hate, like, and we always go like this crazy sidetrack sometimes because again, this isn't live, people, we just talk. I heard John Summit on a Friday. I've heard him on a Saturday, same venue, same place, 2 different sets. He did not play the same set twice. He played obviously he played Shiver. He played his track. But the filler songs in between were 2 different. And I heard 2 different sets from Fisher. I heard him at one festival, heard him at a pool party, 2 different sets.
I also feel like those guys at that level, they anticipate that conversation. Is he going to play the same set from day to day?
I hope so by now.
So he probably sits at home, maybe not at home, maybe on a tour bus with his laptop,
private jet,
3 or 4 thumb drives, and just puts together like 3 or 4 great sets. He's got a drum and bass set. He's got an electro house set. He's got a techno set. He's got a pool party vibe set. He's probably got them all labeled in this case. And when he walks in, he says, "I'll do this one." Right. And
I would guess they put that together probably per venue.
Oh, sure.
I wish like maybe one day they can be on the podcast. We'll invite them. I'll shoot John Summit an email.
If we get John Summit to sit in one of these chairs next to Freddy Krueger,
I am so. It's going to be. We're going to put it on the map.
I'm pretty sure we'll get a sponsorship.
I'm pretty sure at that point they're going to be like, "Who are these guys? Who is this guy?" But I love preparing. Okay, do you prepare for a venue? Not prepare for a venue.
Depends on the venue. Weddings, I don't prepare anything. I take the playlist, I put it in there. Nightclub, if I've played at the nightclub before, or I've spent enough time there to kind of know the vibe of what they're looking for me to play, then I'm usually pretty good. I will download some new tracks. I'll throw them in a certain crate, and that's kind of like my must play, will play. But I won't build an actual 1, 2, 3, 4 playlist. I'll do a little guide in my prepare,
Okay.
especially when I first get there. When I first get to a nightclub, I sit down with my laptop and I scroll through my last 30 or 40 tracks I've downloaded, and anything that I feel I must play, I'll throw in my prepare. Boom, boom, boom. And that'll build me 15 songs where even if but I do a lot of searching for songs. I kind of know if I'm going to play this one, I want to go to this one. And I'll search, go to that song.
I think you excel, and Alex excels when you're searching for songs, like you know all the names of the tracks.
That I do.
You know a lot of names of tracks. I fail at that for some reason. I freaking fail at it. I suck at it. I think I've already said this too. But I prepare for my sets.
Yeah, you do.
I heavily prepare for my set. I know if I'm going to a venue, and again, just the last 2 venues, Dare's coming up again. If you haven't seen the flyer
25th.
online, the 25th is our Halloween party at Dare.
I'll be there.
Dare is a venue where, again, I am playing 90% house music and a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of reggaeton earlier or something, depending who the opener. I don't know if we're opening. I don't know if I'm opening for myself or I think we have an opener. There's an extra DJ on there. Somebody's named on there. Someone's going to open or close. We'll figure it out. But depending on the vibe, yes. Now, I will not prepare for that kind of opening stuff because opening for me is another thing. But my main set, I definitely make sure I'm in key. I make sure I kind of know what I'm going to play.
Right.
I know the top tracks that we want to play, what I want to get out, stuff that we remixed, stuff that we've made that I want to make sure everybody hears and everybody knows. I'm going to tell you it's an exclusive remix by me.
Yeah.
And we go. Come out of social, somewhere local, I don't prepare for.
No, right.
I prepared to a point where here are the house tracks that I can go to a Dare folder. I know I want to play. These are my top house tracks.
Yeah.
Hip hop, I prepared to the point that I don't play hip hop a lot. Alex plays all my hip hop.
Yeah. There's been such a change with hip hop lately that the vibe, the sound, the artists,
right,
they're all different now. So
it is different, bro. It was different. The hip hop is different. It took a little work. I listened to a lot of different DJs. I listened to other DJs prior, and then I went to obviously their top list. It was funny because Alex showed up. I'm like, thank God. And he prepared like 6 or 7 tracks in my hip hop folder. And then, so again, I'm not proficient in hip hop. I never claimed to be. Never claimed to be a hip hop DJ. As much as I love to listen to some of the older hip hop, but if we were playing Biggie all night or something all day, I get it. No Diddy. But if we play, somebody played it the other day on their set. I was like, but I'm literally, bro, right now at the heart. I think the harder part is the house music is so different, and it goes through so many changes. A couple artists and a couple of DJs playing a little bit of trap and coming back full circle.
Well, John Summit just put out that track with Sub Focus.
Yes, he
goes electro into like a
gas pedal. I was like, what's up with that?
I mean,
gas pedal. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's like
just the tempo change alone puts it almost into like a dubstep range.
Dubstep, however you want to, drum and bass, dubstep, whatever you want to call it. Not my favorite genre. Todd Gray loves this genre. He loves the genre. Shout out Todd Gray. And
then let's just give him his flowers for that folder of mixes he sent us.
I said, okay, so our podcast a couple weeks ago, we had talked about opening mixes because we all play them. We all play them, especially if you have to open for yourself. You're there from 10 to 4. Yeah. No one's really playing 10 to 4. So I played the track that everyone said, retire the track. I played that shit. And then I sent Todd Gray a picture. Todd Gray turns around. I go, Todd Gray, send me some new shit to open. Thank you, Todd Gray. He blessed us with like 80 hours of mixes of opening mixes. I haven't even listened to it all. But amazing. We do appreciate the love. Sent us all his remixes and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, it was like, we're back. We were listening. I was trying to listen to him live as he's texting it. I'm trying to go on, what can I play right now? And then we ended up just starting to DJ. But man, I was super excited to get blessed with a folder of just amazing mixes by a great DJ.
And even if we could just listen to just for our own.
It's been my gym podcast essentially right now. My gym music. I just press one of the plays and let it go.
And for somebody like him that plays in the bigger venues, it gives us an idea of when we're getting ready to prepare a set for somewhere like Dare. He plays at 11. Big, incredible nightclub. A lot of pressure.
Who's going? Matt's at 11.
Tonight.
Is it tonight?
Tonight. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to the Heat game tonight.
Oh, you
I got the Heat
right
game.
around the corner.
I am around the corner, Matt. But Matt's at 11. I'm going to have my daughter with me.
She's not going to 11.
She's not going to 11. We have Eden's performing during halftime at the Heat game. This was a reschedule from the previous Heat game. Now, here's my debate. They're playing Atlanta, which you guys know how I feel about the Braves. Do I wear an Atlanta Braves hat, or do I go to Dick's Sporting Goods and buy me a Heat's hat? Now, I am sitting courtside. So that's my debate.
You're neutral, and let's be honest.
I am behind the goalpost. I am like C23. I'm kind of like in the middle of the goalpost. So I want to say I'm on the Heat side. I have to look at my tickets, but
honestly, you don't love the Heat. You also don't love the Hawks.
I don't love basketball. I'm not a massive basketball fan. I'm going to support my daughter.
There you go. Wear an
Eden hat. I'm going to wear an Eden hat. I love my kid. TKA. Number one dad. Dad. You know what? You got to get the dad hats. But my debate is, do I go? What hat do I go on?
Just wear a Braves hat.
Wear a Braves hat.
Atlanta is Atlanta, especially for those group of fans. If you like the Hawks, you like the Braves. You like the Falcons, like those are your teams. Atlanta is Atlanta.
And so I see M. Dot, and he's like, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you wearing?" M. Dot, hopefully I'll see you tonight, bro. But I don't know. The debate is the hat right now.
No, just wear your Braves hat.
Wear my Braves hat. All right.
No need to. Don't be a bandwagon fan. Don't jump on just to buy the jersey or buy the hat just because you're going to the Heat game.
I'm never gonna wear this again.
I did that last night. I wore a Miami Hurricanes jersey that I bought.
I have them. I have like 5.
I bought it 10 years ago for my very first Orange Bowl because the Hurricanes were in the Orange Bowl that year.
Okay.
And when I showed up to go on stage and start DJing, they told me I couldn't wear it on stage.
What?
They said everybody on stage had to be neutral and couldn't be for
So what did you change into? Did you have a shirt?
I had another shirt.
You had a shirt, okay. I was like, dang, what did you change into?
So I
that
only
was
had that. I put that jersey on twice in 10 years.
Racial. I'm sorry. I am a Hurricanes fan, but man, we're just not there right now.
Nah, it's all right.
Teams. Braves got out. Mets, the underdog. Will you have a Subway Series?
I told you it was a possibility, and
I didn't look at the standings last night. I don't know who played. I don't know what games or who won.
I don't know.
But I think it's going to be. I haven't looked at anything since Jeff. I think Dodgers and Yankees. I think definitely. I think when New York plays LA, the Braves beat them, but we also got lost against the Mets as well. We both made it to the wild card. The Braves were out in the first round. We just did not do well. But at least we got there. At the same token, I think the Mets are going to choke against LA. I think they're just too big of a powerhouse.
It's going to come down to the pitching because we know that Ohtani he's going to go up to bat. He's going to go to a minimum 2 for 3. He's going to hit a couple great balls and get on base as many times as he needs to. It's going to come down to the bullpen and how their pitching staff looks. Aaron Judge has not had a great, back half of the season. His postseason, I don't even know if he's hit a home run yet in the postseason.
Taylor Swift was at the game.
What everybody's talking about.
That's what somebody posted that. They were like, Swifty's taking over on the sports.
They're talking about Sabrina Carpenter being a bad luck charm because she put on a Mets jersey and the Mets lost. She put on a Kansas City shirt and Kansas City lost. She just put on a Cowboys sweatshirt in Dallas and they got destroyed. Destroyed.
They played the Lions, didn't they?
The Lions.
Destroyed. I remember turning around and looking at that score and I was like, whoa.
I think the line on it was like Detroit by 7.5. And at one point Razor was like, I think you're good. I was like, yeah, I think I'm good. But yeah, no, Sabrina Carpenter is the new bad luck charm.
It's a new bad luck charm.
Yeah, it's sports is in a downward spiral. But the Heat game is going to be a blast because this is your first Heat game.
I've never been to a Heat game.
This is a good one.
I've never been to a Heat game, and yeah, I'm excited to go to the game. We were going to take the
Bright line. Yep.
Choo choo. The problem is the kids have to go to school tomorrow.
Right.
So if the kids go to their sports game, if they don't make it the next day, they can't be a part of the dance team. They can't go to the next event.
Okay.
It's like they can't skip school because you're tired. Because at that point you're not, excelling or being able to do it. I don't know, whatever they want to call it. But yeah, that's a rule. So they have to go to school tomorrow. So Mila's staying back And so it's just us two, a little date night.
Good.
And then we take Eden home, or she has to be home on the bus. But I'm going to drive, and we have parking passes. So yeah, we're excited.
It'll be
excited to go down there.
It's a good arena. I remember when it was American Airlines Arena. Now I think it's called the Kaseya Center. Still right down in the heart of Biscayne. We usually, when we go down for the game, we take a bright line.
I'm just trying to beat traffic.
Traffic's not that bad. 95 is always horrible once you get down there, but once you get off and start getting into Biscayne, that parking area that's right there, they have the shopping center.
Right.
We go and eat at Hooters and then walk over to the game. It's a nice arena.
I just don't know what time I wanted to leave at, right? Because I don't want her tired so much for the next day for school. Because I don't want to stay there until the very end of the game.
Yeah, you probably.
Bright line, I have to wait for them to leave. But
yeah,
if I don't know,
if
she
you're
wants to go
driving yourself,
home.
just and
Go home whenever.
There's really, once she performs, you're done, right?
Yes. So after halftime, we're done.
Yeah.
So I can just dip. I guess the crazier part, Bright Line was for Letty and I, and they give you 2 drinks on the way down, 2 drinks on the way back.
Yeah.
It was $450. I thought it was like open bar, like we were gonna crush this thing on the way down. No, it's not. There's no unlimited drinks. It's 2 drinks. So I thought it was a little far fetched. So at that point, it's gonna take me $20 in gas, not even.
We did the drinks included on the way down, and then just regular on the way back. Because you don't really.
It was a $10 difference though because of the promo.
Really?
Yeah.
Like that.
There was a promo they had, but even with the promo. But then if you take a date that's non-Miami Heat game, it's $30. So I also think that's kind of messed up. Like, why are you price gouging?
Because they got.
Why are you doing what Halloween Horror Nights does to me?
They got to pay for all these lawsuits, and they keep hitting people.
So bad. It's another topic. Another topic.
We'll talk about that. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Let's do our outro and take us home.
Take us home.
Take us home.
Ladies and gentlemen, please like, share, and follow. And subscribe to our podcast.
We'll see you guys.
See you guys next time. Thank you.